I'm Justin Pritchard, this is the Land Rover Defender, this is the Olympus EM1 Mark II, and this video is all about the case for investing in specialized high-end equipment if you're getting serious about a new hobby or turning an old one into a passion. This is the Land Rover Defender, and it's the reincarnation of an icon. As a product, it's a luxury SUV with very serious off-road skills. It's built to blend world-class luxury and world-class off-road capability together, and it's done by a brand that's been specializing in that sort of thing for a very long time. Defender is a machine with an impressive list of abilities, enabled by a remarkable combination of engineering, technology, and experience. A luxury SUV to some, sure, but moreover, a high-end piece of equipment designed to support its operators' hobbies, passions, and lifestyle. Just a glance gives it away. This looks like professional gear beside a regular luxury crossover. It's digital DSLR versus your smartphone point and shoot. If you haven't seen the Defender up close, you probably think it's about 25% smaller than it really is. The look is a little toy-like. It sort of shrinks the Defender a little if you're looking at a photograph or video, but in person, this is a big machine. I definitely thought it was smaller and not as tall. It's how its owners will get around on the daily, but more than that, it's also a tool they'll go reaching for when it comes time to make new memories and experiences. Many luxury utility models spend most of their life on roads or light trails and do a little bit of off-road work from time to time, usually once they're much older. Conversely, Defender is built for a shopper who will take advantage of its capabilities frequently. Perhaps slowly at first as they tackle new adventures, and then more often as they're encouraged to try new things every time they use it. But it's also made for daily life, the park, the store, running the kids to skiing. It can do the daily grind just fine, but also there are literally communities of people who spend their weekends scraping machines like this over rocks and ruts and all forms of muck and slop for fun. And so in the same way that my smartphone camera is a good all-purpose point and shoot for most photographs, a conventional luxury crossover or SUV is similarly well suited to do a good job at just about anything you'll probably use it for. Sort of a Jack or Jill of all trades, point and shoot. Conversely, my Pro mirrorless camera is a more specialized device. It's pricier, more complex, less convenient, and more demanding to use than a smartphone, not to mention much bigger and heavier. But if I've got a particular shot in mind, it's my go-to tool, since I can use its enhanced capabilities to create the exact image I'm after, so a specialized tool for more specialized photos. And in that regard, Defender is a specialized tool for more specialized driving work. At the tap of a button, drivers can summon special operations and functions from various vehicle subsystems, including the engine, transmission, throttle, suspension, traction control, 4x4, brakes, and more. I'll show you two of its special capabilities in action. Here we can see the Defender's specialized hardware and software tackle a particularly challenging test I'm setting up. That's 2 wheels on the right on wet glare ice and 2 on the left on chunky gravel under a little water. There are a lot of 4x4 and all-wheel drive vehicles that would have a pretty big problem getting moving here, as all of the power tries to spin the wheels on the ice, and this sort of thing can make many machines act very dramatically, but not here. The electronics detect the unwanted slip, signal the driveline, brakes, 4x4, and differentials to take corrective action, and after just a moment more throttle, it finds its way out. And from on board, no drama. That's the first of those capabilities. The second, well, as you watch the Defender tackle the bumps and dips along this light trail I'm on today, keep your eye on its roof rack. That's the biggest visual clue to the benefits of its specialized suspension, which is designed to be comfortable no matter what you're driving on. And if you look closely, you'll notice the body virtually never bounces. The suspension soaks everything up, absorbs unwanted body motion, and that means the ride quality on uneven surfaces is out of this world. Just like the image stabilizer in my camera that lets me take smoother video, Defender's special suspension is designed to keep things smooth and steady at all times. mud, rocks, inclines, declines, water fording. Whatever the situation, just a tap and a twist tells the Defender what you're up to, and it responds by altering ride height, traction management, and powertrain dynamics in response. Special modes optimize the way Defender drives to ensure maximum confidence and capability when crossing deep water, crawling over rocks, tackling mud ruts, and the like. It's handled by a console-mounted button that turns the LED backlit climate control dial nearby into a toggle wheel that manipulates the pop-up display in the information screen above. Hard buttons nearby allow further functions to be controlled on the fly, perhaps raising the suspension and locking the rear differential in advance of some challenging terrain. In the same way that I can twist a dial on my camera to engage the right settings for a particular shooting situation, the Defender allows you to twist the dial to access an appropriate off-road preset for the driving situation. So whether specialized digital camera or specialized digitized off-roader, presets and customizations like these give you a means to trigger changes in your equipment that help you bend and mold the driving experience, or photographs, into different styles and flavors depending on what you're up to. Or as both automotive and camera engineers might say, it's all about the picture-perfect delivery of the operator's intentions. With time and experience, a specific combination of shutter speed, autofocus mode, exposure compensation, and focal length may become a photographer's favorite for capturing images of their dog running through the forest. A different combination might become a favorite for shooting a stationary vehicle at sunset or a bird in flight against a cloudy sky. If in doubt, the photographer can just choose a preset or leave the camera in automatic mode where it'll probably call the shots just fine. In the Defender, you can also go fully automatic, fully enhanced, or fully manual, depending on your intentions and skill level. At first, fully automatic will see you out and enjoying your new equipment as it does the thinking for you. This makes it easier to get comfortable with how everything feels and responds. Then, before long, you'll experiment with trying various presets and further customizations in different situations you encounter to see what you and your equipment likes best. It might take years of adventuring before you need to use some of Defender's more serious features and functions, like the rock crawl mode, differential lock, or water fording depth sensor. Similarly, many functions of my camera are going unused right now, though I am looking forward to building my experience and skills to a point where I need them, and when I do, they're already there. And that's why sometimes when you know a new hobby or interest has you hooked, it's good to buy above what you need. That gives you room to grow and encouragement to get out and use your gear as it was intended. And for experts, full manual control and custom settings are at your disposal if you're after something specific, or you can just use the presets and sit back, relax, and let the machine do the work for you. Translation: high-end equipment like this Defender or like a pro camera are built to be useful tools for beginners and experts alike. And even if you're getting into some off-roading or overlanding or photography for the first time, equipment like this gives you a lifetime of capability to grow into and enjoy, and it ensures you'll be engaged, challenged, and fully supported by your gear for every step of the journey. These are two great ways to explore the world around you and to share it with others. I'm Justin Pritchard.